Tomasi Entertainment.
Hi, I'm Dylan,
Hi, I'm Mike.
and we're here to review on Netflix. It's called The Babysitter.
Yep.
Yeah, The Babysitter, yeah.
You guys suck.
Also, for all the fans of Kenny, he'll be doing a third review about The Babysitter. So please stay tuned for that review in the middle-ish of the video. Maybe at the end.
Hope he rates the same as I did.
I doubt it. He likes things and is happy with life.
I'm gonna say straight out, I did not enjoy it.
The movie is epic, hilarious, and great. What he's talking about makes no sense.
Wait.
Please tell us why.
Wait, I thought we were gonna agree on this, that it was a horrible movie.
I never said I agree on anything like that. I said the movie was excellent, and you said I agree. The movie is excellent.
What are you talking about? The movie was so horrible. There was the cliche with the black guy, the Home Alone reference, the cheerleader getting shot in the chest. And even the jock. Like, I mean, come on.
Why is he shirtless?
That's your first question?
Well, you have the jock, which is honestly the character I think is one of the best, because he also wants to kill the kid, but help him become a better person. How many jocks do that? Want to murder and help? Exactly, that's not cliche.
Oh, so you mean the jock who is a killer who lets the kid go because he likes the thrill of the chase? He died in the most horrific way. He got lynched.
Well,
He
he's
fucking
a
hanged.
bad guy. He's supposed to die. Great character.
He's a horrible character.
And then you say the cliche black guy. I think the hilarious, awesome dude who's most realistic in the movie with what's going on. You know, especially when he gets splattered in the eyeball. He's just like, "Eeeh!" That's what I would do.
Yeah, the black guy who died first. Cliche from any horror film. Not to mention, he was very not manually at all.
I don't think they were trying to be racist with that. I think it just happened. it just happened to be the first guy. You know, like they just happened to like pull straws and you get the short one. It happens.
Honestly, I'm not even counting the cops. It's because the original killers, or killers you want to call them, yes, the black guy died first.
And then you have the sexy, beautiful, actual babysitter who's in Ready or Not, great actress, and she did an awesome job being sexy and walking around and showing her butt and being hot.
Okay, Cole, don't cause any trouble.
I bet B has boys over at your place all the time.
She is hot. I will admit to this. She is sexy. Yes, I will admit to this. She seemed like she was force acting. Like, to me, she didn't want to be there. That's why she had the bitchy attitude.
She had to pretend to be a nice person, and then she's like, okay, I'm really kind of a bitch, and now I'm going to be, murdering people because it's fun, and, like, she can't be the same person, nice and mean at the same time. She's either one or the other, so at first she was super nice, and then she became super bitchy and rude, and that's real. That's real for you, man. That's reality.
It's some human sacrifice.
Yeah, but like, not in America with hot people.
Hey.
And then we got the cheerleader, which is not nearly as hot as the main actress. And she's there, supposed to be some hottie. I don't understand her character at all. I think she's just there for comedy relief, the way she gets shot.
Yeah.
Her character shouldn't exist in the first place. They had too many, main villain people, I guess. They should have cut back on one, and she's the one that should have just been absent from the film.
Point Berwin.
Okay, 1 plus towards your side, and 50 pluses towards mine.
Well, what's your 50 plus?
Everything I've said.
Anyways.
See the points? See right there?
Yeah, you're gonna manually put those points
That's
in.
not true. It's done, but the machine does it. I don't do it. Oh, look, I just got another one. Crazy.
You're a terrible individual. Okay, so let's talk about the kid then.
911.
My babysitter is trying to kill me.
Are the attackers in the house?
The kid is a little annoying. I didn't like his character. I thought his face looked weird. I thought his just the whole mannerisms he was acting was just unusual. He kept running to people who couldn't, like children who couldn't help him in the first place. Don't run to an adult. Don't run to a police officer. No, run to your childhood friend who's like 10 years old. It was weird. You know, I didn't think he was written very realistic.
Well, he couldn't run to an adult because every time he did, they died in some horror manner, or they were never around. Plot hole that needed to be filled. Thank you very much.
They live in a neighborhood, just like any neighborhood. There's fucking 40 houses around. Instead of running to the next door neighbor or the next door neighbor, run 2 blocks away and talk to those assholes. Run 4 blocks away and talk to those dickheads. It's just stupid. It's like Halloween. She's out there screaming, help me, and there's no one there helping her. It's just not realistic.
Point proven.
What, every time something negative about this movie, you just say point proven? Like, how? I'm just telling you honesty. Okay, sure.
Point proven.
Okay, hopefully the point actually matters there. We'll see. Anyway,
Hi, Cole. Not weird, we're just having fun.
now it's hard for me to even say anything negative about this movie. I'm just gonna lie now. It's the best fucking movie ever fucking made. It beats any Quentin Tarantino film. It's pretty much up there. It should be Oscar nominated for everything. And that little kid was awesome.
Your voice just slowly goes down.
Just like, boop, 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 boop.
Okay, so now that we've got Dylan's opinion on the kid, I felt that he was just like a scrawny kid, like didn't want to make any friends. He only had one real friend. He was always looked down upon because he was slow in a way, but he was actually quite an intelligent young individual. And he was actually ahead of everybody else. Like, he had survivaling skills. And he called the cops. He even knew the numbers of the codes for the cops. Because he wanted to become a cop. He wanted to be a person who saves lives. That's why he kept going to his girlfriend and didn't want her to get involved. That's why he put himself, like a selfless act.
Yeah, usually if you don't want someone involved, you don't go to their house.
True enough, yeah.
There's only one way to end this whole. Fuck you!
But also, let's talk a little bit about this girlfriend of his, little girl. She's like 10 to 13 years old, and they sexualize her pretty fucking hardcore.
That's true.
You know what I mean? She's like there as almost a sexual object for him. And the kiss, that came out of fucking nowhere. Honestly, like, I was just like...
The adrenaline pumping through
I
him,
guess,
the hormones.
the hormones, I don't know, man. That was a little fucking weird. I just don't think that would ever happen. If 2 little kids were scared, they wouldn't be looking at each other, starting to make out. I thought that was really weird, and I didn't like that portion of the film. I think it's just a little much. But, yeah. But for something on Netflix that you pay, I don't know, $13.99 a month for, I don't think you can do, no wrong watching this film. I think you'll enjoy it at the end.
Didn't enjoy it.
That's because you're just greedy. You want too much.
Yeah, I just want the 1 hour and a half back of my life.
Oh, it's not going to happen. But now you have the joy of having the memories of these cool people. As we said before, Kenny's doing a 3rd review, and now we're going to disappear as Kenny appears.
I'm not doing that.
Well, I just saw The Babysitter, and I really like it. Like, this is actually a really, really good horror film. I thought it was excellent. One of the things that I liked about it the most was all the blood and gore. Like, this film does not skimp on the fucking blood and gore. It's freaking amazing. It's awesome. It's been a while since I've seen a horror film, and I mean a current one, do that. Kind of like the type of gore that you would see in, like, Jack Frost, or Evil Dead, maybe even Dead Alive. Yeah, it's that kind of gore. Freaking, one of the characters gets stabbed in the head, and the freaking blood just gushes out like a freaking fountain. Oh, man. The film is brutal. Like, it's an in-your-face, real brutal horror film. I'm going to talk about John first, the villain, because one of the villains, the one that got stabbed through the neck, I'm going to talk about him first because like, for real, he actually kind of stole the show while he was on camera. He was funny, he was wild, he was freaking crazy. He was like some metalhead hopped up on fucking meth or something, but, like, he was just all freaking excited and shit. Just, I love that character. I really wish they didn't kill him off. I think that he was better than the jock dude. Like, I thought he was way funnier and more enjoyable than that jock fellow. Anyway, the main characters, though, Cole and B. Well, we'll talk about Cole first. Cole is, like, you really feel for that kid, actually. Like, you actually really kind of feel for him because he's 12 years old and he's a hypochondriac, pretty much. He's afraid of everything. Everybody bullies him. Everybody fucks with him. The only person that actually, kind of gives a shit about him is B. And she's the main villain. And so it's just this game of, at the end of the movie, or actually towards the middle, it becomes a game of cat and mouse with Cole and B. And speaking of B, I thought she was hella really cool at first, I mean, she did great as not only like a character that you could like, but also a character you could fucking fear, because she was pretty and she was also deadly. The interactions between B and Cole were actually one of the highlights, because on one end she acts kind of like a girlfriend to him, but also kind of as a sister, which, don't take that the wrong way. I'm not, weird like that. You end up liking her because of her enthusiasm, her general presence. She's kind of like Baby. She reminds me a lot of Baby from House of a Thousand Corpses, but less crazy, I guess. She's not only a cool babysitter, but she's also a cool killer. Right up there with other horror movie slasher villains like Freddy, Michael, Jason, Leatherface, and Jigsaw. I don't see many B-horror movies coming out as you used to see in the 80s and 90s, and this is one. It's very far-fetched, and that's the thing that makes it work. Like, the plot in it is so far-fetched that and mind you, if video stores existed today, the film more than likely would have just went directly to video. But because Netflix, you get a lot more views and money, I can see why the writer and director did as he did when he put it on Netflix. Speaking of which, they're making a sequel. They're making a sequel to this.
A sequel? They're making a sequel? Oh, I gotta phone Mike to let him know this. Hello, Mike? They're making a sequel to The Babysitter. Isn't that awesome?
That sounds totally fucking gay.
You're happy that it's being made? Mike? Hello? He hung up. Why did he hang up?
And I am totally going to be there for that because, spoiler warning, so skip ahead to this minute here. But B survives. B survives in the movie. So, I think that this is going to become like a slasher thing, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th, Halloween. I think it's going to become something like that. And if it is, man, I can't wait to see more installments, what else they do with this character. And I really hope that the actress who plays as her stays, because she did a very convincing and very good job. She is that character. Like, she brought that character to life. I'm going to give The Babysitter an 8.8 out of 10. Now, why am I giving it that decimal point? Well, it's because, you know what? I'm going to leave that a secret, and just keep it to myself, forever. Nobody can know. That decimal is there, so you'll never know. But yeah, 8.8. It's a great film, great B horror film. They're gonna make a sequel. This is probably gonna be a series eventually. I love it. So that was my opinions on the film. I'm Kenny, and I'll see y'all later.
It's Kenny.
Yeah, let's rate it.
All right, let's rate this movie.
Oh, you want me to actually start off with
Please
this?
do.
A 2.
Ungrateful, man.
I hated everything about it. Hated it. Want my hour and a half back. The only real reason why it got such a low rating was because of the plot premise. Like, you know, that guy's gonna die. That guy's gonna die. She's gonna die. She's already half dead. Her, she's some type of a satanic...
Sexy. Satanic. Hot.
Okay, so she's
Beautiful
a succubus then. Ripped
Beautiful
out of the
lips.
underworld
Oh,
and
man.
made to
Sexiest
do
eyes.
his bidding
Just
with that
beautiful
freaking
eyes.
book.
Oh man, her body's amazing. And her smile just makes you feel like your day's getting better. Her voice is just a picture of sunshine. What were you saying, Sutter? What were we talking about? I totally disagree with everything you said. The film had a few flaws, but it doesn't deserve the rating you gave it. So I'm going to give it a 7.5. Like, wasting an hour and a half of your life, that's not true one little bit. People are going to enjoy themselves. This is kind of a dark comedy. It's really funny. You know, a few moments in the film, yeah, it brings it down. But I don't think it deserves the rating you gave it. So 7.5 is still, you got another 3.5 there. You got yourself a 10. So, yeah.
You got yourself an 11. Can you count?
2.5, right? Okay. Okay.
Jesus,
Okay.
for fuck's sake.
Okay.
That was basic math
Yeah, I
as
know.
well.
And fuck.
I just want to leave that in just to see your little hamster wheel turning.
All right, thank you everybody for watching. Cool videos and cool stuff coming. Leave a comment, share, like, and definitely, care about us.